items can save you a ton of money because it's one less thing that you are purchasing over and over again. Investing in a bidet, you're saving money on toilet paper. Also, bidets are easy to install and they're fairly cheap nowadays. Creating a budget, whether it's with food, clothes, miscellaneous items, try your best to stick with that budget. Don't go over it. That's what budgets are for. It's to help you know where your money is going and also save money at the end of the day. Use coupons and always look for discounts. I do this all the time. If I'm going to order something, whether it's from Sephora or whether it's from Target or any kind of like website, or if I'm gonna go out there in the real world and go to Whole Foods or Stop and Shop, I am always looking for coupons. I'm always looking for a sale. So that way you're saving money when you are shopping for things that you actually need. Buy the generic brand. People tend to buy luxury items or name brand items, and sometimes the generic brand is usually the same thing. Sometimes it's made in the same building and with the same equipment. They're just labeled with different brand names. It just depends on what packaging you want to pay for. Cancel unused subscriptions. If you don't go to the gym, why pay for it? If you don't watch Hulu, why pay for it? If you don't listen to music, why pay for Spotify? Cancel your subscriptions that you are not using. That way that money can go into your savings account. Reduce your energy consumption. Unplug chargers you're not using. Unplug your coffee machine if you're not using it. We have a Keurig machine. When we're done brewing some tea, I shut the power off and I unplug it. There's no need to have certain items plugged in if you are not using them. Same thing goes for lights. If you're not in that room, why is the light on? Cook at home more. We only eat out once in a great while. It's usually for birthdays or for little family get-togethers. We don't eat out like we used to. I always cook at home now. I make most of our items from scratch. I'm actually learning how to make bread to save money on buying bread. So cooking at home more can not only help you save money, but also can help with your overall health. Eating out all the time is not good for your overall health. Reduce your water usage. When I'm brushing my teeth, I don't have the water running. When I was younger, I used to have the water running while I was brushing my teeth. Such a waste of water. Also, when it comes to the shower, I usually take about less than 15 minutes when it comes to taking a shower. When it comes to hair wash day, if I do a deep conditioner and it takes 10 minutes for the deep conditioner to do its thing, I shut the water off, put a timer on my phone. Once when the deep conditioner is done doing its thing in my hair for 10 minutes, then I turn the water back on. It's as simple as that when it comes to saving money on your water bill. Making a shopping list and avoid impulse purchases. When it comes to grocery shopping, when it comes to going to Target to grab things for your home, create a list. This is your map. This is the one thing that's going to get you in the store and out the store in less than 20 minutes. Sell items you no longer need. I know it's a new year. People are decluttering their attics, their garage, their basements, their closets. Try to download Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Market. Have a yard sale. The weather is going to start getting better. You can have a nice little box with what's going to go in the yard sale. That way, whatever you're decluttering, you can kind of make some extra cash and again, put that money in savings. Purchase certain clothing items a season behind. For a little example, if it's wintertime but you need a winter jacket, wait until summertime. That way, that winter jacket won't be $180. You'll probably spend maybe $55 or $67 because it's the opposite season. So you're saving a ton of money. I did this with my snow boots back in the day. They were originally like $100 and something. I paid $45 when I bought those snow boots in the springtime. It's amazing how much money you can save by just shopping the opposite season. And that also goes for holiday decor. So if you want Christmas decor or you want Halloween decor, shop all that stuff in like spring and summer. That way you can save some money. Cut down on non-essential expenses. What I mean by this is if you are that type of person to purchase coffee every day from Starbucks and Dunkin', but you have a coffee machine at home, make your coffee at home. There's absolutely no need to buy outside coffee when you have a coffee machine at home. Meal prep for lunch instead of purchasing takeout at work. I used to do this all the time. I used to make my lunch when I used to work a 9 to 5. And I constantly tell my mom and my sisters to do this in order to not only save money, but also save your health. Because at the end of the day, health is wealth. Buy in bulk for items you use regularly. The one thing that we purchase in bulk is my cat's pellet litter. We grab about 10 bags. We put it in our little storage closet. We don't have to think about it for the entire year. This saves us gas money. This saves us money in general because the prices fluctuate nowadays. So when you buy in bulk on items you use constantly, you're actually paying today's price, not tomorrow's price. Refinance high interest loans. This is self-explanatory. If your interest rate is 28.7, try your best to refinance that. That is extremely high. That's how high my student loan interest rate was, and I'm so grateful to this day that that loan is paid off, because the interest is what kills us the most when it comes to paying these loans. Use cash back or reward credit cards. I use my Chase credit card, even pay some bills with it. You get 1.5% cash back. I do not purchase unnecessary items, so with what I'm buying, I'm technically getting money back. So it's a win-win situation. Also, you're boosting your credit too at the same time. So I guess that's another bonus. So if your credit card does not give you cash back or it doesn't have any rewards when it comes to that credit card, try thinking of switching to a credit card that gives you either cash back or has some kind of rewards that you can use in the future. DIY certain home repairs. There are so many tutorials online, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. There's so many ways that you can DIY certain things or certain repairs in your house. If you are going on vacation, try to go for Airbnbs instead of fancy hotels. Fancy hotels are far too expensive and you don't get your money's worth. You get a room. Where Airbnbs, you can get an entire apartment or house for a fraction of the price. Monitor your credit card and dispute any kind of errors. I check my credit card daily and also my bank account. I've had a few little scam situations and errors. I'll call my bank account right away. I'll call my credit card and they will dispute it immediately. So that way you're not paying for these scams. So keep your eyes on your credit card and your bank account. Shop for insurance quotes to get the best rates. This is self-explanatory. I feel like every adult knows this by now. I've had quite a few car insurances in my life and I shopped around to get the best quote. I do shop around yearly when it comes to car insurance to see if there's anything new out there, if I can save some extra cash. Same thing goes for our phone bill. If there's better plans, also you can call your phone bill and see if they can do something about lowering it. Participate in no spend challenges. This is not for everybody, but it does help when it comes to being diligent with what you're spending money on and what you shouldn't be spending your money on. Eliminate or reduce vices, such as if your vice is smoking, try your best to quit smoking. My mother is a lung cancer survivor and I'm so grateful that she quit smoking. Another thing is alcohol. If your vice is drinking alcohol daily, that is a very expensive habit and also your health is paying for it. Anything that is your vice or anything that you're obsessed with that's costing you a ton of money and also your health, try your best to eliminate that vice. Take advantage of free community events. You can just look this up in your area on Google, especially with spring and summertime kind of around the corner. It's fairly easy to just look up your zip code, see what's free around. You can just have a nice day with your family. We've done this numerous times in Boston and it's a great time. And the best thing about it is you don't have to spend any money. Plan your meals based on weekly sales. I do this a lot, especially in the fall and winter time with squash and pumpkin, all of those things being on sale. I focus my meals on squash, pumpkin, apples. I'll have an apple salad. I'll make squash soup. I'll add the squash in the salad. That way, you're not spending an arm and a leg on certain ingredients when it comes to your shopping list. Use a programmable thermostat. We have one here. It helps out so much when it comes to the heating bill. The heat stays on a certain temp. If it goes any lower, it goes straight back to that temp that you set it on. That way, the heat is not over fluctuating, and same thing with your bill. It's not over fluctuating. Make gifts rather than buying them. The holiday season just passed, and what I normally do when it comes to gift giving is I will make something homemade, whether it's a cake, whether it's cookies, whether it is mac and cheese. I will make a home cooked meal, but if you're not good with home cooking, you can do crafts. If you're good at making necklaces, whatever it is that you're good at making, do that instead of purchasing material items that people might declutter after the holidays. Not everybody likes the gifts that you give, so just make something. It's just a lot more inexpensive and it means more. It means a lot more than buying a material item from Home Goods. Next is either choose to stop buying gifts. We stopped buying material gifts, like I said, because I just didn't think it was worth it. And the same thing goes for our birthdays. We don't buy material gifts. We'll either go out to a nice restaurant or we'll just spend time with family with a nice home cooked meal. People tend to forget that there's no rule book when it comes to the holidays or birthdays and things like that. Like, you don't need to purchase gifts. That's just what society has made us think that we need to do, but we don't really need to do that. Buy refurbished or used electronics. We have done this numerous times. We've actually just went to a camera store where everything was used and refurbished, and I'm thinking of purchasing a new camera myself to upgrade my channel for a fraction of the price. These cameras are not cheap, and that's why I haven't updated mine. So it's great to buy things that are refurbished or used because, like I said, you're getting something half off. Maintain your car to avoid costly repairs. I cannot stress this enough. I'm constantly telling my sisters, when your oil change light goes on, go get an oil change ASAP. I've been through so many cars. I've done so many mistakes with the cars that I have had in the past. And now I treat my car with so much respect. So once when the oil light comes on, I'm calling Honda. Hey, can we get an oil change done? If the check engine light comes on, I'm bringing it to the mechanic right away. So try your best to maintain your car. Your car will thank you in the long run. Trust me. I've talked about this product for so long now, and instead of purchasing a 1-year planner, purchase a 7-year planner. It's one less thing to purchase. I'll have mine linked down below. It is by far the best planner ever, and again, you don't have to repurchase a planner for 7 years. Start a side hustle or freelance gig. This is self-explanatory. You can go on Thumbtack, you can go on Fiverr. You'll be amazed at whatever you're good at, whether it's photography, whether it's editing, you can actually make some extra cash on the side from that little hobby that you love to do and that you're good at. Drink more water than sugary drinks. Again, self-explanatory. Negotiate bills and expenses when possible. Like I just said before, call around, call your insurance, call your phone bill, see what you can do, negotiate some prices, knock some things down. If you don't need unlimited tech or the highest speed internet, you can be paying way less money than what you're paying right now. This is my favorite one so far. I should have put this number 1 on the list, and that is to open a high yield savings account. Before, with my old bank, I used to make a penny a year. So get yourself a high yield savings account. You can make cash with your money just sitting in your savings account. It's literally a win-win situation. Eliminate online shopping, delete the apps that make you want to shop, delete the Amazon app, Fashion Nova app, whatever apps that you shop on, get rid of them, delete your card information on them, and let it be a thing of the past. Repair clothing items instead of replacing them. Tailors are fairly cheap, they're everywhere. I have gotten quite a few of my clothing items tailored instead of getting rid of them. If my favorite cardigans have a hole in them, I bring it to the tailor. It costs like $5 to $10 to fix the hole instead of purchasing a whole new cardigan. Use your local library instead of buying books. That way, you can return the book that you just read and rent another book. This might be bias, but I'm going to say it anyways, and that is to buy used cars instead of brand new. I am not a fan of brand new cars. I've never owned one, but I know a thing or two when it comes to cars, and I've met people that have purchased brand new cars and regret it. The minute you get off the lot with a brand new car, 30% depreciation. So why not just purchase a used car? All of my cars have been used. You do have to do your research. I've been through quite a few cars that were crap, but knock on wood, I've had also a few cars, including the one I have right now, that is great. And again, used, has almost like 120,000 miles, but she's still going strong. I maintain her very well, and yeah, she drives like she's new. But I didn't end up paying the new price tag. I paid far less. Cancel unused gym memberships. I know I've talked about this before, but I cannot emphasize this enough. If you do not like working out, if you don't have time to go to the gym, why pay for it? Compare prices before making big purchases. So when it comes to laptops, cameras, when it comes to phones, when it comes to cars, do your research. Like I said, when I purchased this car back in 2021, there was so many of them around. They all had the same amount of miles, same model, same year, but they all had different prices. That's when you have to do your own research. Which one's worth the price tag? Or can you shop around some more to get the best deal? Eat leftovers to reduce food waste. Again, this is very self-explanatory. We eat leftovers constantly in this house. When I make dinner or lunch, if there's leftovers, we will eat it the next day. It's honestly one less thing to think about to make the next day, less dishes too, and also you're saving money on food. Stick with the basics when it comes to your skincare, your hair care, all those routines. Stick to the basics. Stick to what works. Try not to adventure out or keep adventuring out to new products. If what you're using right now works, pay no mind to all the new products out there. Focus on what you have. Try to stop buying bottled water. It's so expensive. It's bad for the environment. What we use is a little filter on the sink. I'll have it linked down below. We've had it for years. It works the same as having bottled water in your house, but without the waste and without paying a hefty price tag each month. I'm going to say this again because it is very important, and that is to brew your own coffee and tea at home. If you are that type of person to purchase coffee outside or tea outside, try your best to get a nice little insulated cup and brew your stuff at home. Also, if you go to work, I'm pretty sure in the break rooms, including all my other jobs, they had a Keurig or coffee machine. You can bring your tea bags, you can bring your own little coffee. If you need more, you can go to the break room and make more instead of going out there and paying an arm and a leg for a cup of coffee. Maintain the furniture you own. I just did a video of how I deep clean my couch. I'll have it linked up here. Try your best to maintain the items that you have. That way you're not spending money constantly replacing these items. Furniture in general is extremely expensive, so it's best to just maintain what you have. Plan your shopping trips to save on gas. I've talked about this so many times on my channel. Have a little map when it comes to where you're going once when you get out of work. If you need to run to Target to grab something, but you also need to run to the grocery store, which one is closer to you right now? Is the grocery store closer and then Target is on the way home? Then go to the grocery store and then Target. Instead of going to Target and then the grocery store and then you got to turn all the way around. Try to work with like a map with your area. I know that sounds like a little confusing. I hope you get what I'm saying, but try to just create a little map when it comes to your shopping trips in order to save money on gas. Learn to say no to certain social events that strain your budget. Back in the day, I used to get asked to go to dinner all the time with my old friends, and around that time, I was switching my lifestyle. So I would constantly say, no, 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 thank you. I know life is not all about saving money. You do need to have fun. But when you're on a budget, it's hard to go to every social event. There's either drinks to buy, there's food to buy. You need a new outfit. You need your hair done, your nails done. I would avoid all of that and just save the money. When I have the money, next time I will go. There's no need to feel guilty either for not going to these events. Again, if you're trying your best to save money this year, whether it's for a house, whether it's for a car, be diligent with it. Don't just give in to every social event. You will go broke. Switch from clay litter to pellet litter. Pellet litter is so much cheaper and it's also healthier for your cat than your typical clay litter. And the last thing that I'm going to mention is to use free apps instead of paying for subscriptions. There's no need to have Netflix, Hulu, Disney, HBO, Stars, the list goes on and on when it comes to subscriptions nowadays. So even though you got rid of your cable bill, your subscription bill is the same amount that you were paying for cable, or it can be. So try to stick with just the bare basics when it comes to subscriptions and download all the free apps that are out there when it comes to entertainment. You will be amazed on how many good shows and movies are on those free apps. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will catch you in the next one.